Hello there, and welcome to the reveal announcement for the 2022 Scream Awards. This last year has been particularly tough for many events, and whilst we've tried to recover from the impacts of COVID, we've seen many events grow and expand. We've also seen a number of new experiences throughout the year, and of course, the return of many favourites. We would like to remind everyone as to how these awards work and how the shortlisting and the eventual winners are selected. ScareCON and ScareCON has an extensive judging panel and uses a set criteria when assessing an attraction. First off, we look at public reviews and comments. We all understand that many factors can impact someone's experience of an event, so we like to see what the general public are saying. This can be gauged from social media, live feedback at the event, vlog content, or other comments and feedback. Secondly, we try to visit as many places as we can, and 2022 saw our biggest presence around the UK and beyond as we visited more scare attractions than ever before. Our review team are all on the judging panel and all have a say in creating the shortlist of nominees. Thirdly, we will sit down and discuss and even argue and compare notes as to why an event should be included or not. This is where some very tough decisions are made, but this process is important to ensure the nominees are fair and impartial at all times. And one last thing we will mention is that we do not include a public vote in this process, as we have seen in the past that public votes can very easily be swayed by unscrupulous polling for votes or using friends and family to vote. This is also a disadvantage to smaller venues and events that just don't have the visitor numbers or followers to garner a high vote count. This therefore means that all events have an equal chance of being nominated and winning, and we here at ScareCON are proud of our award record to date. So without further ado, let's get on with the nominations. We have a couple of new and unique categories this year, and we will explain the logic to those when we get to them. First up, we're going to start with the more technical awards as usual. So we have Best Set and Design. And the nominees are Trailers at Thorpe Park, Owl's Emporium at Cursed, Malefica at Fear Avon Valley, Hell Cell at Horrorland, Chasm at Doncaster Fear Factory, and Yokai Temple at Dr. Fright's Halloween Nights. Our next technical category is for costume and makeup. And the nominees are Purgatory at Watton House of Horror, Malefica at Fear Avon Valley, Creed Farm at Screamfest Burton, Locked in a Box at The Workshop, and Trailers at Thorpe Park, and Nightmare Realm in Dublin. The next category is for original concept, and this is just, for those crazy ideas that some people come up with. So the nominees are Locked in a Box at The Workshop, Killer Clowns in Ibiza at Dr. Fright's Halloween Nights, The Alone Experience at Psychopath, Snyder's at Kent Scareground, Macabro at Horrorland, and The Seance by Splatterbox. The next award is for the best scene and set piece. This is like one-off piece of scare, or one scene or anything like that stands out. So the nominees are the ventilation shaft at Survival Zone, Grease at Horror at Hinchinbrook House, the Caravan in Ashes to Earth at Extreme Scream Park, the finale of Walsall Scare Maze, the drive through a deserted theme park at Camelot Rises, and the doors in Bloodshed at Terror Island. Now, obviously, while we've been in lockdown, there's been a lot of events, virtual experiences. Some have been virtual online. Some of them have actually been virtual that we've been able to visit. So we've got a number of things in this category. So for best virtual experience, we have Hallows Hill, the Army of the Dead VR experience by Netflix, Cursed Tales, The Drop by Swamp Factory, War of the Worlds Immersive by Layered Reality, and Darkfield Radio by Darkfield. Okay, as people will know, not only did we visit scare attractions over Halloween, we also love doing escape rooms. And so, therefore, we wanted to include a scary escape room experience. The nominees are Phobia at Paralysis Escape Rooms, the Halloween Specials at No Escape London, Turf Wars UK at the Workshop, Murder Mansion at Horror Escape, The Watcher at Extreme Escapes, and Victor's Lair at the House of Frankenstein. Okay, the next nomination is for Best Scare Zone and Roaming Characters. So first up we have the Crows of Morecambe Meadows at Thorpe Park, the roaming characters and characters on the houses and the dancers at Farmageddon, the street team at York Maze Hallow Scream, Miss Fanny Burns at Scream Aloud, the roaming characters at Fairground Frights at Great Yarmouth, and the witches that cast a spell over the whole park and the whole show to do with that at Chessington World of Adventures. So new category we've got here, which while we were thinking of the scare zones and roaming characters, we thought that a lot of parks, a lot of places put on some really good entertainment. For best entertainment, we have the stage and fire shows at Fear Avon Valley, the projection mapping fire show at York Maze Hallow Scream, the Meet the Cast opening to The Howl, Fright Nights at Thorpe Park, Scarefest at Alton Towers for a lot of entertainment all throughout the park, and the finale at Horrorland in Spain. The next nominee is for Best Theme Park. So we have Best Theme Park Event. So we have Screamfest at Alton Towers, Fright Nights at Thorpe Park, Halloween at Chessington World of Adventures, Halloween Spooktacular at Oakwood, Fear Island at Fantasy Island, and Fairground Frights at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. So this year has seen a number of new events, as we said earlier on. So what we want to do is highlight those new events. So the nominees for Best New Event are Purgatory at Watton House of Horrors, Satan's Slammer, Fearfields at Thornton Hall Country Park, Fear Factory, The Seance by Splatterbox, and The Retreat. So now we get on to the event categories. So we have Best Scream Park, and we have broken this down. Obviously, because of COVID and travel restrictions, we were unable to really travel to many parks in Europe. So what we've done is, what we've broken down is the Best Scream Park for mainland UK. So the nominees for that are Tully Shoptoberfest, Primeval, York Maze Hallow Scream, Dr. Fright's Halloween Nights, Fear Avon Valley, and Extreme Scream Park. Now, as we said, we weren't able to get over to Europe, so with the help of our friends at Zone, who are a Dutch podcast and website, the nominees for the Best Scream Park in Europe are Traumatica at Europa Park, Horrorland in Spain, Scare Me in Holland, Scream Nights in Germany, Pure sur le Parc at Parc Asterix, and the Nightmare Realm in Dublin. The next nominee is for multi-part Scream event. The nominees are, so this is the events where you go and do them all in a row, one after the other. So the nominees are Scare Kingdom, Scream Factory, Horror at Hinchinbrook House, Sessions House of Horrors, Yorkshire Scaregrounds, and Scream Aloud. Our next nominees are for the best year-round experience. So although we say year-round, it's if they're open for predominantly most of the year. So the nominees are the London Tombs at the London Bridge Experience, Passage del Terror in Blackpool, The Cellar at the House of Frankenstein, the London Dungeon, Edinburgh Dungeon, and York Dungeon. Our next category is for best out of season event. Now, again, because of COVID, there weren't many, some of the popular out of season events that would normally run. Scream Factory would normally have an event. Yorkshire Scaregrounds would normally have an event. So the best out of season events or nominees are The Retreat, Alien Encounter by Survival Zone, Chris Massacre by Walsall Scare Maze, Easter Terror by The Workshop, and the Christmas event at Scare Kingdom Scream Park. Okay, another category that didn't open last year, but we've been able to get to more and more experience is best zombie events. So the nominees are Zombie Infection, Survival Zone, Camelot Rises, Zombie Town at the Workshop, and Zombie Uprising. So before we get on to the best attraction and the best maze of 2022, we have a new category here, and we're calling it Scare Tours Rising Star. Now this is for an event that is maybe in its first or second year, and we can really see that it's going somewhere. We can see that more people should visit it. It's a really great event. And we just want to advertise these events and make sure more people visit them. So the nominees for Scare Tours Rising Star are Psychopath, Scream Aloud, Knott's Maze, Sessions House of Horrors, The Workshop, and Terror Mountain. So if you're planning to do stuff at Halloween, do go to any one of those events and you will have a great time. Finally, the big one. This is the best attraction or the best maze of the last year. It's been really difficult to come to this final conclusion, but this is based on our own experiences, what we saw from other people. So the nominees are Locked in a Box at the Workshop, Malefica, Fearhaven Valley, The Seance by Splatterbox, Yana at Doncaster Fear Factory, Yokai Temple at Dr. Fright's Halloween Nights, and The Retreat. So, there we have it, this year's nominees. We want to congratulate everyone who got this far, but also we want to send our love and respect to those that didn't. It was a very hard year for the panel to finalise this list, and choosing a winner is going to be even harder. As we said at the start, the quality of all events in the last year have been outstanding. But who will win? The final awards will be presented live at ScareCON in just 1 month's time. The event will be held at Thorpe Park on Tuesday, May the 10th, and will include our largest ever trade show, an extensive education and seminar programme, the Scare Ball, live entertainment, and of course the gala dinner and award ceremony. Over 60% of tickets have been sold already. Over 60% of tickets have been sold already, so the only way to guarantee your entry is to book now at www.scarecon.org. Don't forget, we have group discounts available if you want to bring along some of your team to celebrate. One final announcement we would like to share is that the Scar Awards have a brand new look for 2022. What will it be? You'll have to join us to find out more. With that, we're signing off. We will see you at ScareCon.